Good morning, Miller Mustangs. Today is October 21st, and this is this week's Mustang Message. Some updates. On the Miller News, I focused on handing out gold slips for walking on the cement. So we have gold slips ready to hand out. They are cut and in the staff lounge. Please grab a handful and give to students who are walking on the cement to reinforce that focus area and being safe. I've had some questions regarding the walkthrough feedback. This week, I'm going to continue to focus on standards and objectives aligned to those standards posted for students to reference and also for students to know what they're learning. This goes with Hattie's work on teacher clarity. If teachers are clear on what they're teaching, students should know exactly what they're learning, which will help them stay focused during the lesson. I'm also going to continue to look for collaborative talk. Are students using that academic language while they're talking to their peers? On feedback, for some, I've given suggestions or questions. If you want to come talk to me about those more, please feel free. If not, if I want to talk to you more about it, I will seek you out as well. Otherwise, they're just questions, suggestions, or food for thought to help you in your practice. We did have our district disaster drill last Tuesday. All students were eventually accounted for. We do need to review our buddy system. When we do drills, please make sure that your buddy teacher and class are out on the line. Also, I would like some feedback on the reunification system for students who were in their pullout classes. How did the reunification work? And were you in communication with that teacher, or were they just sent back to your line? So just send me a quick email if the reunification system affected you and how you thought that worked. I'm still taking teacher names for extended day possibilities in January. We are able to do enrichment classes under the umbrella of STEAM, so we can do remediation and enrichment. I did receive a few emails, but I'm still collecting those names if you are interested. All right, some reminders. We have Picture Day this week on October 23rd. A schedule will be sent out to you soon. We do have a staff development day on Thursday, October 24th. We'll have a general information meeting at 1:50, and then we'll break out into grade level teams for alignment on Fontes and Pinnell levels and running records. We do have Red Ribbon Week coming up. That will be the last week of October. Please pump it up with our students. We have several dress-up days scheduled. Wear Red Day, Mix Match Day, Neon Day, Crazy Hair Day, and Sunglasses Day. We also have parent-teacher conferences coming up. Please make sure we have a schedule of those conferences in our office by November 1st. All right, some shout outs. Thank you to Mrs. Mahoney for being a lost class during the disaster drill. Thank you to Ms. Outland for providing lost students during the disaster drill, all whom were found. Thank you to Mr. Wood, Mr. Levander, Mr. Del Porto, and Mrs. Ramsey for deploying as our search and rescue team. Thank you to Mr. Vargas and Mr. Mendez for supporting first aid and for helping with the stretcher for an injured student in the library during the disaster drill. Thank you to Mrs. Dominguez for being flexible when we had no substitutes on our leadership day. Thank you to Ms. Steffi for announcing daily attendance for our attendance competition. Thank you to Mrs. Henry and Mrs. Taylor for subbing during SSTs prior to solidifying a substitute. And thank you again to the leadership team for their focus, honesty, and support during our day-long meeting. And thank you to everyone for their participation in the disaster drill. As always, please email me shoutouts to include in our future Mustang messages. And that's a wrap. Please continue to ignite a love of learning that empowers each other to affect positive change in the world, and have a great week.